So thank you everyone for coming out on this blustery October day as we celebrate Domestic Violence Awareness Month with a very, very special occasion. These young people standing next to me are the children of Brenda Sexton, who was a police officer who worked in the building that you're standing next to, who lost her life to domestic violence 15 years ago. Brenda was, as all the officers here who worked with her can attest, a vivacious, wonderful woman who was taken from the police force and from these children far too early. They were young children when they lost their mother, and they've had to grow up without her, and that's not an easy thing to do. When we asked the city to give us this building, this old police department building and the adjacent land, we didn't know about Brenda. And after we got it, our first thought was we would just knock the building down and build all new construction, when Commander McNaughton called me and told me about Brenda. And we knew then we could not take this special place from her and her legacy. We met with the kids and we asked them if they would allow us to do this garden in her memory, and they were very happy that we were doing so. I present to you the Brenda Sexton Memorial Fountain.
Why does she stay? Every day, women search for an answer to this much too frequently asked question when they are assaulted or beaten, which occurs every 9 seconds in the United States. Leslie Morgan Steiner, a former victim of domestic violence and current accomplished author, defined domestic violence as a psychological trap disguised as love. In Steiner's speech, Why Domestic Abuse Victims Don't Leave, she answers two of the most difficult questions for victims. Why did I stay? And why didn't I leave? The answer is clear, said Steiner. I didn't know I was being abused. I saw myself as a very strong woman in love with a deeply troubled man. It's incredibly dangerous to leave an abuser. The question I have been struggling to answer since I decided to speak today is nowhere near as difficult. What does the garden mean to me? My answer became very clear when I stopped thinking about myself and began contemplating what the garden could do for others. The garden should be a place where women can go to in order to find answers to the troubling questions in their own lives. The garden should be a place where women feel safe in their own thoughts and opinions. I never knew my mother, but from what my family has told me about her, I can tell that she was a very strong and outspoken woman. I know my mother would have wanted the garden to be a place where women can go to find self-worth. To me, not only is the garden a safe haven, a place women can feel loved, respected, and valued when they fail to find these feelings in their everyday lives, but a place of recovery. After acknowledging the issue, the second step to recovery is to find a solution, which I truly believe can be obtained when women contemplate their issues in the garden. In conclusion, I would like to thank Rebecca Darr, everyone working with Wings, and all the people who helped me answer the questions in my life, and I hope the garden is a place women can find answers to their own questions. After all, I wholeheartedly believe that there are two types of hurt and suffering that these women have encountered and endured in their lives. The one that hurts you, and the one that shapes you and helps you become a better person. It's their job to decide which their abuser has instilled in their lives. Thank you.
There's really not much left to say. And just know that she's looking upon all of you and knows that every day you carry a little bit of her with you. She'd be immensely proud of every one of you. So thank you for sharing this with us.